Okay, folks, in this video, I'm going to show you how to access McGraw Hill Connect. So you'll go to our D2L, content, course resources, and McGraw Hill Connect's at the top here. When you purchase your textbook, if you got it from the bookstore, the McGraw Hill Connect code is in the shrink wrap around your book. Make sure you don't throw it away. You'll need that code to get logged in here. If you bought your book elsewhere, or you don't have a Connect code yet, that's okay. You do get a free 2-week trial. So if you're not sure if an accelerated course is for you, you could do the 2-week trial while you kind of see how you like it. But you will eventually have to purchase access to McGraw Hill Connect to be successful in this class. So we're going to use that content a lot. There's just a lot of really good virtual content on there since we won't meet face to face to do hands-on labs and the lab on campus. I think these virtual ones are well worth the investment. If you are having any issues paying for access to McGraw Hill Connect, please shoot me an email so we can talk about reaching out to the Delta Foundation for support, okay? Don't not buy it and try to just squeak through because it just won't work for you, okay? All right, so to do that, you just click on the link up here and it will direct you. So for me, it takes me here, but for you, the first time, it'll prompt and ask for your McGraw Hill Connect code. So this is where you'll add it in. Or if you don't have one, you can start that 2-week free trial, okay? So we'll go to our McGraw Hill Connect. And from this side, you'll be able to see all of your assignments that are, like, your virtual labs that you have coming up. Your quizzes are on here. And then I also have optional smart book activities I put in here for each unit. So the smart books are not required. It doesn't impact your grade at all directly, whether you do them or not. Some students who are less comfortable making sense of a textbook, like reading through it and taking good notes on their own. Some students prefer to use the smart book activities as an alternative to sitting down and reading through the book and taking notes. So if that's you, I've put them here since you paid for them. I want you to have them there if they're helpful to you, okay? The number of hours that the SmartBook activities takes may seem a little daunting, but you should be spending at least that much time reading through the textbook, right? So think about that. So everything's here. You really don't need to navigate through things on the McGraw Hill side that much because I have everything linked for you in our D2L site. So I'll take you back to D2L. If we go to our course content, if you look, I've got everything broken down by unit. So there's 3 units, remember, unit 1, 2, and 3. Each unit ends with an exam. So you'll access all those things in here. And then there's another module down here at the bottom for your ecology report stuff. So let's check out Unit 1 first. So you can access those optional SmartBook activities here. And then I've got things broken down kind of by week. But remember, week 3, I think it is, you're going to wrap up Unit 1 stuff and jump right into Unit 2, okay? So make sure you're always referencing your schedule so that you're not taken by surprise. But for each chapter, so let's look at chapter 1 and 2 here. For each chapter, right, you've got my lecture videos are up here, and they're not long. It's like maybe 20 to 30 minutes for most of the lectures. Before you watch the lecture videos, I would strongly recommend you print off the slides. That's what these are. The SV is student version. I have omitted important words or definitions, so they're kind of fill-in-the-blank style slides for you to jot down notes in as you watch the lecture videos. And you can print these like 6 slides to a page if you want. I strongly recommend you do it. Studies show that you make more neural connections in your brain, you learn better if you're using handwriting. So just typing into them won't give you the same bang for your buck of effort. Okay, there's a discussion board here that you'll need to post on. This is the resource that you'll want to reference as you do this discussion board. Yeah, I made a optional, if you want to listen to it, I made a podcast using an AI on my lecture video. So that's there if you want to listen to that. You've got some virtual labs to do in McGraw Hill. So if you click on those McGraw Hill labs, it'll take you right to them in McGraw Hill. So use your D2L content like a checklist to make sure that you're getting everything done that you need to in a week, right? Okay, so then after you do all of the things for chapter 1, the last thing you have to do for each chapter is take the quiz, right? And your quizzes are in McGraw Hill as well. So pretty straightforward. You're going to use the schedule to tell you which chapters you should be working through each week. And then you just start at the top in D2L for each chapter and work your way through it, right? Okay, good. I'm going to move these up here, there. Okay, awesome. So that's how the units are set up. The last thing in each unit will be the exam, of course, and you're all going to do that practice quiz in the first week. So you'll already have your Respondus Lockdown browser. You'll know how to record a video with the Lockdown browser on so that you can show me your work in an exam, and also you'll have practiced being able to do things with an image. So should be all set there. There's a study guide for your exam that you can access. I also have a short activity here where I'll show you how you can use an AI to make study tools for yourself based on the course materials that I've provided. So you can make a chat bot to ask you questions about things, and I'll also show you how you can use Google's Brisk AI to make quizzes for yourself from my lecture videos. And then I want you to, it's a discussion board, so I want you to post and let me know how you like it and score it, like an Amazon review out of 5 stars. There's a exam review discussion board. So you'll post your questions in this discussion board, stuff from Unit 1 that you think is tricky or things that you found were helpful as you're studying. And then I will host a Zoom review the Wednesday before each of your exams, where I'll go through your discussion board posts and answer your questions. So we'll do that. We'll do that together. The Zoom reviews, you're welcome to join me live, but you don't have to. So I will always record those Zoom review sessions and then share the recordings with you afterwards. So if you can join me live, that's awesome. I'd love it. But it's not a big deal if you can't. Okay. All right. And then the last thing you'll do, of course, is take your exam. So that's how each of the units is organized. I've got units 2 and 3 hidden for now while I make some tweaks to due dates and things. But the other thing you'll want to jump into this first week is your ecology report. So watch the video of me where I explain how to do it, what the report's all about. There's a rubric for you to review with due dates for everything in it. But the first thing you'll need to do this first week is you need to figure out what your topic is. So all the information you need is here for your ecology report. I've got it broken down into little chunks, so it's not like you have to write your 3-page paper, all at once. I've got the writing process broken down stepwise, so you'll earn points for doing these little steps along the way, building up to your paper. Okay? All right. So I think that covers how to use McGraw Hill Connect and how our D2L site is organized. If you have any questions, make sure you let me know. This is the last of the welcome videos, so you should have all the information you need to be off to the races.